All right, folks, so we're back. We got another report. Gord is helping me once again fine-tune my list here, and we're facing off against some heavy-hitting garb. We'll go through that list in a moment, but it's pretty much the same list as last time in the Space Wolf matchup. Performed well there, so we're going to see how it does here. There's a potential switch-up that may happen. We'll talk about that more later in the game, but we'll see how it performs overall. So, 2,000 points. I have a Battalion of Leviathan. I have my Hive Tyrant. Last game, I forgot he had the Devours. It's really embarrassing. He also has Adrenal Glands, and that's it for little upgrades. And monsters running Talons. Okay, so that's not it for upgrades. Wings, Murderous size, Psychic Scream, and Catalyst. Then I have the Swarmlord, who has Onslaught and Catalyst as well. Just a little redundancy there since they're my only two Psychers for that power. Then I have the Dimikaran. I have the Barb Hero Duel inside the Leviathan side, just because I feel like he's going to be moving about. So taking advantage of the Leviathan will just help him stay alive. He also has Dermic Symbiosis, so -1 CP for me, 6 Zoanthropes, 10 Termagants, 2 Barebones Warriors units of 3 with double Scything Talons. And we have the Kronos Detachment Patrol with the Neurothrope rocking the Res Barb and Symbiostorm, 3 Rippers, the Lictor, and 5 High Guard, and my Exocrine. And that is 2,000 points of Tyranids.
Alright guys, Guardsman Gord back with those shiny guard you all love. So what I got for you today is a Battalion detachment. It is an Armageddon detachment and a Spearhead detachment. For my battalion, I have 3 company commanders. 1, 2, and 3 over here. The Warlord has Kurov's Aquila for those extra CP regen, and I paid 1 CP for an additional relic, being the Laurels of Command. I have 4 bare bones infantry squads. They're all gonna hop up into these chimeras, likely. I have 4 chimeras, and I also have 3 squads of the command squads with 4 plasma in each one. Then for my Spearhead detachment, I have 2 tank commanders kitted out the exact same, Demolisher, Heavy Bolter in the hull, and side sponsons of multi-meltas. I have a single Lehman Rush Demolisher, just standard tank with the hull Heavy Bolter. I have 2 Mantcores. I paid the CP for both of those to have the full payload. And I believe I bought Seeker missiles on those. I'll double check. And then 2 Hellhounds with the hull heavy flamer. And they are in a custom regiment, which is, I can't remember the name of it, but it is the reroll 1d6 for random number of shots and +6 inches to heavy weapons ranges. We'll be back with deployment here shortly.
So here's the table we're playing on. We're playing Sweep and Clear from the GT 2020 mission pack. So that sees a 9-inch bubble from the center there for the deployment zones. There's 1 zone here, 1 zone there, and it's just across as such. 5 objectives in total, so 1 here, there, 1 in the center, right there, and 1 here, and 1 there. In terms of secondaries, I took Engage, Deploy Scramblers, and I will Bring It Down, obviously, or Bring Them Down, whatever it's called. And Gord chose Linebreaker, Abhor the Witch, and Assassinate. And in terms of terrain, just the normal stuff that you always see in our reports, just obscuring like regular rune stuff. We are going to count this as obscuring just like the center block here that you can see over top of these. 1's on the side, and that's pretty much it in terms of terrain. And I guess this will be -1 to shoot, but again, I don't think that's going to come into play following the Munitorium or whatever it's called rules for that. So we're going to roll off, find who gets to pick the deployment zone. A 1, 2, a 2.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. All right, so we'll come back after we have both deployed and find out who's going first. So I'm really looking for that first turn. All right, folks, so we have deployed. So Gord chose that side, left me over here behind my big bunker. So for Tyranids, obviously we're tucked away there. Just working from left to right. Got my warriors ready to zip that way, hopefully. And stay in one piece. Got some gaunts. Neurothrope. My Lictor actually is in his little appearing thing with the Rippers, just to mention that. Barb Pure Duel, Exocrine, 3 Warriors, Tyrant, Swarmy, Zoanthropes, Hive Guarder inside. They're hidden away quite well for now. And Dimicarum right there. I gotta get in there. So yeah, so that's it for Tyranids. Looking at Gord's side over here, we got Chimera.
Chimera, Hellhound. In all 4 of my Chimeras, I put
Guys.
1 infantry squad, the 3
Lots of guys.
plasma command squads, and the Laurels of Command Company Commander are all in Outflank Reserve. I got regular commander right here.
Yep.
The standard Demolisher, Tank Commander, my 2 full payload Manticores, the other Demolisher Commander, second Hellhound, last 2 Chimeras, and the Kuros Aquila Warlord.
That's the Warlord there, is he? Hanging back.
Getting
Hanging
ready
out.
to yell.
Getting ready to yell. All right, so I think we're going to have a great game on our hands, so let's find out who's going first. 6 to a 5. Oh,
Right.
man, this is going to be brutal. Betrayed me. My purple dice betrayed me. That's okay, so got to deal with the damage coming in. So we were talking about beforehand. I think whoever goes first is going to put the other player on the defensive for the majority of the game. I think these 2 lists are designed to kill one another pretty well. It depends on who gets to do the killing first. So we'll see how I can wither it. So movement done for the guard. It's a good board presence here. Spread all about. Like we said at the start, both lists are very fast. So ground is going to be taken quite heavily turn 1. So we got lots of shooting come out. In terms of lines of fire, we got a couple guys looking right at some dimmas. One dimma. 2 guys there looking at him. Everyone else just kind of moved forward. So that's the gist of it. So we'll come back after shooting and see what it looks like. Right, so brutal turn. Dimma got taken out, so he actually did pretty well. Gord rolled insanely well for that first Demolisher, getting 11 hits.
11 shots.
11 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it was still 11 hits. And
Yeah, those
10
Demolishers
wounds.
rolled very well. So I'm on the receiving end of our previous game's dice rolls. So excited. The dice there. This dude came up and killed the Hive Guard. So they're all gone between the Manticores and that guy. So he did surprisingly well. He did, I think, 4 wounds throwing them. So coming up and doing his job. Over here, chipping away a warrior down to 1 wound.
Yeah.
And you pop smoke.
Yeah, pop smoke on that Demolisher because I couldn't
Yes.
get in line of sight of anything to shoot.
Yep. So that's out of the table. Okay. But that's all right. We still got a Hive Tyrant. We still got some things to bad touch, hopefully. But we'll come back after Tyranid's turn 1. But do you have any points?
I will get no points this turn.
Right. Yeah, because you want to assassinate.
Yeah.
Right. So no points scored yet. But we'll come back. Oh, Chimera did a wound to him.
Oh, yeah.
Just worth mentioning. Yeah. So we'll come back after Tyranid's turn 1. All right, moving done. So Zoanthropes came over with the Neurothrope, so he's still in range to Symbiote Storm. The Exocrine, since his poor Hive Guard are gone. That Hellhound should get smited to death, in theory. Nothing to stop me this time. And then over here, the Tyrant came forward with the Swarmlord. Had to advance the Swarmlord. It's tough here because the Tyrant can only go over and really get at the Manticore or the Lehman Russ. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet with him. Then I have to decide, do I Onslaught Swarmlord or him? Because then Swarmlord could charge in there as an insurance policy, but I think the Tyrant's going to be the better play. Warriors overdrived in there, not taking wounds, grabbing the middle objective. These guys advanced over here just to force if those plasma guys come in, at least over this way, at least somewhat away from my barbed. And Exocrine moved over. We're going to spend a CP and stay still. Got line of sight into that guy along with the barbed. And these gaunts moved up just around here to hold the objective just safely. And that's it for movement. So we'll come back after Psychic and shooting and see if I can return the favor to Gord here. So I'm all over the place, folks. I'm all over the place. So this guy, nothing I could do about him. We were just talking with him, Gord. It's potentially some shenanigans to move him around. Did you?
Yep.
Oh, he does. Okay. I remember you said you did, but then I didn't know if you did. But over this way, the Tyrant slungshot up. So that Hellhound's just still alive. Between all the smites, I didn't do it. Then Swarmlord failed Onslaught himself, so this guy's alive. And then I also messed up on the movement. It's my own fault. I forgot that he's in Leviathan, even though like there's a lot of talking going on between all this. I know I mentioned it for you, so it's pretty real time that I just mentioned that. But I moved them away. They probably should have kept here. My whole idea with these guys is to zone out the outflanks. So at the same time, I mean, I'm going to deny them movement coming in. I know there's still vehicles to come, but I guess at the same time, it's going to keep things from getting into my backfield. So, you know, kind of flip situation there. Not a whole lot you can do, but kind of. Over here, though, I did kill a tank. I feel good about that. He blew up, though, and then hurt my Tyrant, doing 2 wounds. So, like I said, the guard are here to hurt my nids. We got some charges going down, Gord. Want to check the distance there? I think I'm going to roll it on camera.
Yeah. I'm going to double check too to see potentially what Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
So to get in, what's your base? Their bases. 2.5 wide. So 4.5 would be pretty much right there.
We're fine out of here because this is a big roll. If I fail this, it's not good.
A 5.
5 on the dice.
I think so.
All right. Okay.
What's your roll?
So we're gonna roll it up here. So this is a big roll because if I don't make this, it is not good. If I do make it, we're on the up and up. We're good.
You're definitely in.
All right. So.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna check some line of sight to see if this tank commander. I'm not sure if I could see a wing around this corner from his butt. I might be spending some CP to Overwatch on 5s.
The other thing I was going to do, I'm charging here. I think I need 11 inches or something, but I'm doing that on camera because it's going to be huge.
Okay.
Here we go. No!
Oh. You here? Right on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm so glad I did that.
1 inch away. Boom, right there.
All right.
That's huge. That's very huge.
Oh man, this is crazy.
That ruins one of my plans.
All right, so we got ourselves a game, folks. All right, we'll come back. Gord's probably gonna do some more. All right, folks. So that's the combat's done. What a weird game we're having. So the Tyrant fought twice, dropped this guy down to 3 wounds. Very close to taking him out. I had to spend the 3 CP. I'm down to 3. This dude just diced up that tank. I was gonna spend a CP and run him away, but as I was really feeling dumb about messing up my Leviathan, it all worked out. It was intentional. So I was going to run him away, but the excuse me, the thing there is if I ran away, then he absolutely is just going to shoot at my exocrine. Maybe he will either way, but now I'm going to kind of force a choice a little bit. I mean, I don't want my exocrine to get thrown to the walls, and he also ended up in Leviathan range, so that was key. In terms of points, I did kill 1 tank.
2 tanks.
Oh, 2 tanks. Yes,
Yep.
yeah. I forgot about the other guy. Yeah, and that is pretty much it so far. So we'll come back after turn 2 for the guard. Move it. Movement's done, so for the guard in turn 2, scoring 10 points for primaries. Plasma guys came in right there. Tank moved
So Chimera moved up here.
That's
Guys
there.
inside moved and advanced out, both the commander and the infantry squad that were inside them.
Yep.
Chimera here still got dudes inside, just kind of moved up. All its guns are in range of these warriors. This Hellhound, I spent the 1 CP to make it relentless, just to charge in here. That way I can see those gaunts back there and I can flame them. I made a mistake in my measurements and I thought that he was going to be fully within the deployment zone, but because of the 9-inch circle around the center, he is not. So he won't be getting me line breaker this turn. I need to get both the command squad and the infantry squad in the deployment zone, in the between the movement. Oh no, I can't charge. Yeah, so just between the move, essentially. This Chimera here came up and body blocked for my Leman Breast so that he hopefully can't be smited off the table next turn. Both the Leman Breast and the Manticore disengaged from this Hive Tyrant, and we are putting some pretty heavy eggs in this Manticore's basket. He pulled out, he's got both the Augur Ray and the Hunter Killer Missile, plus the full payload rockets, so hopefully I should be able to do 9 wounds and not kill my own Legion Rust. That is the goal. Over here, the last Chimera just moved up, and my Warlord company commander is kind of puttering along behind. And this last Demolisher here, it moved over slightly. I couldn't get within order range of my last tank commander, but he has now options to shoot either this
Tyrant.
this Hive Tyrant, thank you, the Swarmlord, potentially, or the Exocrine. I'm in the range of all 3. I don't know if I could kill any of them, but it's worth the pot shots with the Demolisher Cannon.
We'll come back. All right, that ends the turn. So in a brutal turn, the Hive Tyrant is gone, but wow, Gord got 12 shots.
So yeah, I fired this Manticore. I fired the Seeker Missile and had to use the Augur Array to get it to hit, and I failed to wound even with the CP reroll.
Yep.
And then I spent the 1 CP to get the Storm Eagle rockets to hit on a 3+, and I got 12 hits with it without having to reroll anything.
Yep.
And then I think I got like 9.
Yeah,
I think I did 9 wounds.
Yep.
And you made 3 invols.
Yep. And then I rolled all my dice, and I didn't do Catalyst on that Hive Tyrant. I
Yeah.
put it on him because I banked on him making that charge and being sitting in the open. And that Tyrant, I was like, oh, he can wither the storm back there. And I rolled, I think, 5 5s.
You rolled 5 5s and
a
1
6.
6.
So he
so
would
you
have
took
been
8 damage, and it took then the Chimera here
finished him off.
finished him off with all that shooting.
Yeah, he
the
had 1
last
wound.
wound.
So yeah, losing him I think is going to, unless I have a really good turn next turn, I think this pretty much wraps the game in your favor. But I still have 1 turn to get back. But if it doesn't go over well, I think you have it.
These 2 guys here just fall back. He shot there.
And then this dude rolling insane as well. 11 hits with his big flamer. So
Yeah.
statistically, this game has not been in my favor at all, but that's the way it goes.
And then the last thing that really matters, actually 2 things. These guys here, they did their move, and they got a far enough advance in to get me a line breaker. And then my plasma squad here who came in, they killed 2 of the warriors. The Chimera chipped the other one down just to 1 wound, and then I killed 2 of myself with overheats, and then lost a dude to morale.
Good job.
So,
Yep.
mutual assured destruction, just my guys cost 15 points, I think I'm on over there, so
A little bit better.
yeah.
All right, so that's it for the turn. We'll come back after Tyranids turn 2. See if I can do some damage here and keep it going, but right now it's not looking good. Some very, very fortunate dice rolls for the guard. Alright, so big turn here. So a lot has to go down to make everything work here. So still on the back end. So this guy moved over, scrambled in the neutral zone, so that he's done. Getting 10 points for primary. These guys moved over this way. My plan is to Psychic Scream into here, with the Neurothrope providing support as well into this guy. So if we get rid of him, then we're going to Super Smite this way. Hopefully Swarmlord can smite at him. If we're lucky, we'll kill the tank if we're lucky. And then he's going to charge in and fight the guys. There's not a lot else I can do with the Swarmlord. I was going to come over this way, but there's too much over that. I need to focus down one thing at a time rather than splitting attention. The Rippers came up. This is going to be the determining factor. If they make a charge at this thing, I have a chance. There's a chance. But aside from that, I'm pretty confident I should be able to kill one of these tanks. So feeling good a little bit there. And that's pretty much it. Keeping the Lictor doing his thing still just because. So still a shot with him to come in after and do some more stuff. So we'll come back after Psychic Shooting, see, can I make it happen? So, a bit better of a turn. So if you're a Nid fan, rejoice. I will not give up, but it is looking grim. But it's not over. So that Hellhound, he's gone. This guy super smited like a champ, took him out doing 5 mortals. Then
He did explode.
He did explode,
So,
yeah.
Destroying this helps. I took out 1 warrior,
And
did 1 wound there, I think, and then a wound to...
Yep. Hurt him.
Yep.
And then over here, these guys.
They got off a big smite here doing 6 mortals.
Yes.
And then...
failed to extreme.
He failed Psychic Scream, but he smited in to do another...
No, he failed. I did 6 mortals, which
So I should be down to 4 wounds.
4. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's even better. or my odds would have been better. But then he catalysted himself, which is the important thing. So
Yes.
then into shooting, blew up that tank. The Exocrine absolutely dumped in, getting like 6 extra hits with Symbiote Storm.
insane.
And then the
I needed
barbed.
to pass 2 6-up, and I passed none of them. It exploded. Did
3
3 mortal wounds
yeah,
here,
3
and then
there.
1 mortal wound to the Manticore.
And then this guy, this guy that was here,
Yeah.
the barb fired in and took him right down to the last wound. It was 4 wounds went through, needed 5 ups, 2 5-ups, 2 failed, CP'd, and didn't make it. So he's gone as well. So not bad turn, not bad turn. So now though, we got some big charges. Like we said earlier, if I make this charge, that is huge and incredibly crucial
Yep.
to the how this game is going to play out. So we're going to roll it on camera, just like the Barb Hero Duel. Big
Throw it
roll.
out.
I got 1 CP. Let's go. Nope. Burning that CP, obviously. Here we go.
A 9, that's it.
The boys.
There it
The
is.
boys. The boys. Rejoice, Tyranid fans. Rippers for the win. However, though, it's still not over. It's still a very tight match. A great game we got going on here. Obviously, Swarmlord's charging in to fight that tank, and Barb's going to go against that. We'll come back after all the aftermath. That ends the turn. So Swarmlord killed that vehicle and handled that pretty well. Consolidating to these guys. They now have the objective, but I will be getting to hit them in my turn, which is huge. Plus, keeps Swarmlord out of combat. If he falls back with them as well, he'll be leaving the objective. And then over here, the Barb failed to kill the tank, dropping down to 4 wounds, I believe. So not doing good on my wound rolls, only getting 1 wound through. The Exocrine whiffed. These guys are moving around. I figured I could charge in, just tie them up, hopefully kill a couple. It was a risky situation. Good either way, there's plasma guys coming in, likely would kill him. Good chance for it, and then they would just advance in this way. So that is it for Tyranids' turn. How many points are we at now? Because I got a lot.
You got 10
Excuse
points
me.
in primary that turn. 2 points for engage.
Yep.
You deployed in the middle. And you got 7 points this turn alone on breakdown. So up to
11.
You got 19 points this turn for a total of 25.
There we go. All right. So that is it. We'll come back into guard turn 3. All right, so guard movement done, getting 15 for primaries. These guys arrived here, getting line of sight and range to that warrior and also the Zoanthrope. Big risk, I know, leaving them there, but at this far in the game, we gotta try things out. These guys ran out, grabbing that objective.
If they helped out of this.
Yeah.
Here, the company commander who was staying in the middle of the field
Right over
here,
here.
he moved in advance back this way so that he can order these guys around.
And then
This Manticore, I'm risking it here. I figured if I move off, I can't shoot, and he gets to charge me again next turn.
Yep.
So, might as well stay in combat. I
See
can
what
flame
happens.
them.
Yep.
Over here, stayed in combat because no matter what, he can heroic if I want to keep this objective.
Yep.
Because currently I'm stealing it from the warrior.
Yep.
This Manticore didn't bother moving because there's no point in moving at this point. Same with this here. There's no real point. I could have unloaded the guys, but
Keep them safe.
keep them safe at this point.
All right, we'll come back after shooting.
3 for a boar and 3 for assassinate.
So that ends the turn here. So we just kind of rolled through the shooting everything. These guys came in. My Zoanthrope tanked so many wounds, and I mean so many. And then he just failed the last 2. But like that was between all these guys shooting to get him. So he did his job. I risked it, I know. But then these guys lost 3 guys in combat, failed morale, then lost 2 more. So down to 4 altogether.
Yep.
So Exocrine doing good.
But they were able to steal that objective.
Yeah. So I mean, it would have happened either way, I think. But because especially with these guys would have just been able to move around and steal anyway. So take some with me. This guy blew the tank up, took a wound in return, 3 wounds in return.
Yeah.
Swarmy diced up 5 of them, and then he spent 2 CP to keep them there, understandably. And then that's it. So, and then over here, the Rippers still
Killed one
slicking.
with a flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back in Tyranids turn 3. So after some hemming and hawing, here's what we're going to do. So the Zoanthropes came over. I'm in range of that objective there. daisy chained over, because if I can kill these guys with smiting, then I'll be able to free up the Exocrine to shoot, kill off some of them, hopefully, and then the Barb can fire on, kill off some more, and then potentially the Exocrine can charge him. We'll see, though. And then the Warrior's going to move over this way, leaving that objective, because he can come steal that. Because if these guys come to get Line Breaker, then, I mean, I can come take the objective right at turn 5, and I don't know, it's risky. We'll see what happens. The Ripper's obviously staying in combat there. The Lictor came down over behind the building, scrambled in his zone. So that's done. Swarmy obviously has to stay put. So that's it. We'll come back after Psychic shooting. And so we just kind of played the rest of that turnout. So between the Exocrine and the Barbie, cleared off these guys. So I spent my last CP to reroll one wound roll with him just to get the job done. Tried to charge there, but failed. Swarmlord killed off all these guys and moved over. The Zoanthropes with their Psychic cleared off all these guys as well, which allowed the Exocrine to shoot. So that's it. Getting 3 for engage with the Swarmlord coming over this way. The Warrior leaving to grab that. And that is that. So we'll come back after Guard, turn 4. So we just played through that last turn. It's getting late, but it is such a good game. So pretty much what happened, I'll cover all the movement and everything, but the Manticore will start there.
Yeah. So he moved up, kept line of sight here so that I could get the +1 to hit, and also flame the Rippers. I did a single wound with 5 shots to the Rippers, and I did 2 wounds to the
huge for
Swarmlord. Yeah, he passed a ton of his involves, and I failed a ton of wounds. Then I charged in using Crush Them, hoping to kill off as many Rippers as possible, and I managed to do a single wound once again. So really hurting there. But other than that, I did a bunch of moves, got guys out, kind of blocking movements and moving guys in, make sure I have Line Breaker. Daisy chained these guys out here, so that it's kind of blocking this area. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So, all right, we'll come into Tyranids, turn 4. That ends the turn. So again, going quickly through everything, just it's late. So Exocrine shot in, the Zoanthropes killed off with a Super Smite 6 guys. Psychic streamed the last one. Exocrine fired and killed the last guy. Barb split fire, shot at that guy, killed him, and then did some wounds to the tank. Failed his charge, but he's getting ready for next turn. Then over here, the Swarmlord made it in, just like walking around. I had the multi-charge. He overwatched in, did 2 wounds to him, and then he is in combat. He whiffed on his attack rolls, unfortunately, but that is that. So we'll come back after turn 5 Guard. Folks, so that's the end of the game here. So in Tyranids turn 5 and Guard turn 5, pretty much we just played it out again super late. Swarmlord was in there fighting. Swarmlord had to die for Gord to take the game. Swarmlord had to live for me to take the game. So all in all, we both scored max on our primaries. I would have had 3 here. The Barb would have easily killed that with all his shots plus charging. And then plus the Zoanthropes could even come in over and Psychic Stream into there for assistance. So we assumed like that tank was gone. Without a doubt. And then over this way, these guys...
The Rippers are still holding it. I couldn't kill 3 Rippers.
They did amazing.
They did insane work.
And then these guys are holding that. And then, I mean, the Exocrine still has shots in here, which could... We're just, again, going fast. And then this guy's here. It's an OPSEC to come in if he had to. And I still have the CP for Overdrive, which could zip around. Anyway, so really tight game. So 45 for each of us on primary, so both maxing that. Engage, I am at 11 in total, potentially 12 again. Like I could move around, but we just again are calling.
You might have had to top. It'd be hard to say. We'll say 11 to be conservative.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, we're just saying.
Zoanthrope would have been the only thing to get you to 12.
No, the warrior could, because I have overdrive, metabolic overdrive to move again, so that warrior could go over there into that quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could get that one.
Okay.
And then Scramblers was done, just barely. And then scoring 13 for Bring It Down, again, assuming that tank would probably die. And then Swarmlord, he's on his bottom bracket, killing a Manticore, but still killing that tank puts the Tyranids at...
80. to
82
72.
to 72. So very tight game.
80
The
to 72.
guard maxed on line breaker, which was wild. Just sitting in my zone here.
Linebreaker was super easy with this list. I almost picked
I hated
Engage,
it.
and I said,
I
no,
hate it.
I'm going to max Linebreaker easy.
And then you got 6 for a boar and then 6 for assassin. So again, Swarmlord was the token. We talked about a lot of key points in the game. So I thought it was super downhill. I think it was my second. There's one turn where everything just lined up for me quite well, making some huge charges with the barbed and then also the rippers coming in. It was crazy. So yeah, had that not happened, I think the guard would have had it because it would have that Manticore stopped shooting. That was the huge point in the game.
It lost 2 turns of shooting. And
Yeah.
one of its shots was Overwatch at the Swarmlord, and
Yeah.
I did 2 wounds.
Yeah, so that was very
Your
crucial.
Swarmlord tanked a
Insane.
ton of Manticore shots.
Yeah, insane. So Swarmlord, my MVP. Gord's, was it still the Hellhound or no?
Yeah, I just realized I did not Overwatch with my Anti-Seeker Missile.
Oh, you still had the Hunter Seeker missile.
So on a 5, on a 2, I didn't have any CP.
Yeah, that was okay.
That-
So completion's sake, there we go.
Oh god.
Oh.
That's what happens when you forget to do something. The dice say no, you can't do it.
And then just for, I would have failed me in
It
Volgo.
would
Sorry,
have been flat 6.
and that would have been the game. But so we rolled that out. But yeah, again, it's just super late. We're both pretty tired, but it was a good game. Fantastic. On a whole, my list, the changes that are on the table is the Zoanthropes go out. A second Dimma comes in with a unit of 10 Hormagaunts. I don't know though. I'm quite liking this list still. It still lacks a little bit of bodies, but it does hit pretty hard when it works.
The biggest thing about your list is there's no secondaries to take against it that feel good. Unless you have, like, very specific ones you always
Action
want to take.
ones, yeah.
Are there action, like, there's no interactions with your list that get you good points.
I like it. I guess, yeah, and then Dimma coming in kind of changes it a bit. Gives a bit more for... I don't know, actually. I feel like it's still 7 the same. But on a whole, that guard list is nasty. I really just think I got pretty lucky on some dice there. I think you were in control of the game majority of the time, in my opinion. It was just, I think, like I said, turn 2, making that charge was just... And then you not being able to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so had they have gotten out, I think Swarmlord would have been toast. But all in all, great game, fantastic result. Hope you enjoyed this. Tons more to come. Busting out, I think, the doubles Satans in a match against Tal soon, hopefully with Gord. So we'll see that next.